So these are these little cutouts. So the way I had this done with John was when we did our golden rows, when we do the QC work, we had them start here, and then we jumped over to the north side, and I had them do some of the 3/4 rows, and then do these adjacent rows along, because I wanted to make sure all the people were doing different varieties of rows at the same time. It's important to, so if I were to have my guy on site for 5 weeks and he just did all these cookie cutter rows and then left, and they did these 3/4 rows, there'd be a bunch of phone calls like, how do we do this? What do we do?
Yeah.
So we actually took the time with them and did all these different kinds of rows on this one. So this was fairly standard for design. It's not too funky. It's pretty
But that's
much,
also like preventive and prior thinking on you guys' parts to kind of be there for the tougher parts and
Yes.
plan your time on site to be
Exactly.
the most valuable for the crew.
that was me planning with my CM, basically trying to get him to work with the customer on those difficult rows, the ones that we knew were going to be a little bit more different, therefore challenging. So
Yeah, that's great. So that was kind of like this part, and then this part was, this is what you said, really cookie cutter, very typical
very
rows.
standard. There's nothing special about that one. That is just a standard rows. Now this one is a little neat because they did the equipment pads here on the north side, and they just made these shorter rows because they stopped the tracker here.
Yeah.
These little cutouts, but for the most part, fairly easy. And this one, this site was very flat, so that mound of dirt was all right here. It was all like, it was this huge mountain of dirt. It was probably about 40 feet tall.
Wow, that's crazy.
It was high. It was it's about as tall as this building.
Cool. Let's see.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of really great detail. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I need for the case study. I think you gave me a lot of great stuff to work with. In terms of services, is there anything that we're helping out with now that everything is kind of done? Not really,
We're
right?
done.
Okay.
Commission site, it's in their hands, and the site's, I'm not going to say it out loud, but it's working great. Knock on wood. It's working wonderful. We haven't had any problems since we commissioned. We commissioned in November, I believe. Maybe October. Let me
Okay,
double
yeah.
check the date.
That'd be great.
Yeah, please send that to me when you get a chance.
Yeah, as soon as I'm actually done doing it,
Okay.
I will make sure. Do you know where I can get kind of details like this? Like
What's
here, it just says like enough to power this many homes. Or like, are there any like stats on the kind of production that is happening on the site?
Well,
Or
we
who
know
I
what
would
the
turn to?
We know what the production is. It's about 7.9 to 8 megawatts in production, and the site's gonna generate. As far as when it's feeding, you need to hit up Bill. Bill might have the details of where that power exactly is going. So we commissioned this site on. We started on 10:30, actually.
Awesome.
Just before Halloween. So this site was commissioned end of October, early November.
Yeah, that sounds great. So Thursday, when the ribbon cutting is happening, does that mean, like, is that just like a formality? Like, has it already been basically hitting, the power's already been hitting the
Yeah,
airport,
it's
right?
generating
It's already
power.
been hot?
It's already been finalized,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
So it's just, this is just a, shake hands, thank you. kind of
Okay.
thing.
Very cool. You're going to be there?
Yeah, I'll be there.
That's exciting. Do most sites usually have a ribbon cutting like that?
Yeah, they do, especially at the airports too. They're very high. So this is one of the reasons why we wanted to do this and spend so much time in the prep work, because it was such a high-profile job. And it's got a staple on it. Everybody that flies into the airport is going to see this, and we really wanted to make sure it was 100%.
Is this one of the first airports that Nextracker has done?
I think it's a second airport.
Okay, cool.
But this is definitely the higher profile one. Yeah, because it's Sacramento and it's local.
Yeah, that's really cool. All right, that is a lot of really, really great detail.
Cool.
And then Do you know when I might be able to talk to Bill? Would it be easier for me to email
him.
Okay,
Yeah,
is that the better way to reach
yes,
him?
He doesn't work from the office too much these days, so
Okay.
probably find him at home. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're
This is
welcome.
super helpful. I will definitely send you a draft as soon as I have